Yo, what's up, Pirates? Big Beard Pirates TCG here. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Rayvon, aka Yumi.
Yo, Sergio here.
That boy avocado.
And today we got another banger for y'all. Just like how everybody else has been talking about it, topic of the day is ban list and restricted discussion. So we're going to go ahead and get into it for y'all today. Sergio, you want to start us off?
Alright, I'm gonna start it off with the one color that doesn't deserve anything getting bad. Green. Green has been like fighting for its life ever since the starter deck
Definitely.
the starter deck meta. Like I think the only deck that was a little successful in like set 1 and 2, I saw a couple Kinemon tops. But the one that I saw topping more was starter deck Kid, and that's just because it had the utility of like restanding and then attacking again.
Yeah. And
But
resting stuff and all that. Yeah.
like Green has been is getting the shaft so hard for a while. Like they came out with Odin, OP1, like the the engine was decent, but it wasn't that good. They came out with Kinemon Set 2, which was a little better. It let you play one for free, but it still couldn't contend with like Zoro, Whitebeard, the big players at the time.
The big boys.
The sweaty toxic red.
Yeah. The card that I've been hearing people speculating that might get limited is Dofi, but I don't think Dofi is a problem. Like Dofi is a response card to your opponent's board, and like what it does is pretty oppressive. Like being able to stun your opponent, 3 of your opponent's cards. But like against certain matchups, it's like you're playing this to kind of save yourself from dying, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, and like against the aggro decks, you're playing this and you're behind already. So I just don't think Dofi's a problem, really. Like maybe
Yeah, I can
later,
agree. I can agree. I don't think Dofi's a problem either.
Nah.
like
Um,
like I was gonna
he,
say maybe later when Green gets like when Bonnie comes out and all this other good green stuff comes out, maybe later we could talk about it. But right now, I don't see it.
yeah. Again, pretty much what you said, bro. Just to add on with Dofi itself, like he said, either you're behind and you have to play him to save yourself, or you're just in a really great position to play him to have a big body on board to kind of go for game the turn after and still like be able to save yourself before that. So I really don't see Dofi getting restricted or banned. We put it in as not a problem, but he can also be like between. It's just annoying. Yes, the card is very annoying because it stuns like 3 of your cards, and it hinders your next play a lot. But it really doesn't. Again, you have to be in a great position to be able to play him. So, I mean, I think it's fine because people are starting to play around it, man. That's another thing. People are like expecting it, so they're trying to alter their game before that 10 down turn, before they get to that 10 down turn. So they'll probably swing with like, maybe like a smaller character on board versus like their bigger characters. So again, I mean, it's good. So,
Yeah.
but what other cards do you think, Sergio, and Green well, we have a list right here on the side. So what do you think about the Eustace Kid?
I mean, the kid is like another big investment. It's like basically 9 Dawn because there's currently no leader that can give it a Dawn for free. Like Yamato that's coming out. Like Yamato might be able to play around with this more because she's able to give rested Dawn to it. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna have what two available Dawn after you play this. You gotta hope it survives against like you know you can just kind of curry this. You can red rock this. You can Sakazuki shenanigans this.
Yep,
Like
definitely.
it's not like it's not an oppressive card that like once you drop it, your opponent's like, well, fuck, I can't do anything now. Like there are ways of dealing with this card, and like I get that some colors do struggle against this card, like maybe green, I would say in a green mirror match. This one's kind of annoying.
Red.
But like red, you can just drop Otama and Jet Pistol, and that kills it. And that's 5 Dawn. You still have 5 Dawn to play with. So
Not too bad.
So I don't think kid's a problem. That being able to play a 3 cost right now, there are a couple good 3 costs, but like if you play Nami, you play Kid for 8, you put a Dawn under him, that's 9 Dawn. You rest him to play Film Nami, and then you have to tap your last Dawn to do the search if you want to do the search. So it's just a huge investment, and this card can be too easily dealt with right now against Sakazuki. And so I don't think it's a problem right now.
I agree. I mean, there's not much more to add on, bro. You've pretty much hit all the points, so.
Yeah.
For sure. Those are the only green cards that I have right now. In terms of right now, there is a Hody, but we'll get back to that. I wanted to switch it over to the yellow side of things. Currently, yellow's been topping recently, both in East and West, and surprisingly, Enel's just doing really well. The big bad is Sakazuki, but it's just represented so much. But Enel just keeps popping up. Same with Katakuri and even Big Mom, and sometimes. I wanted to ask. I wanted to see if Yumi. What's your opinion on the yellow situation?
Honestly, man, as a yellow player, I know, a yellow player. Honestly, it's triggers, man. But it's a mechanic to the game. You can't, there's no going back at this point. Bandai made it this way. Maybe they should have limited how the triggers work, or maybe not come out with so many busted cards. I mean, you have cards like Beige right here on the side. Like Beige, is a crazy card. I literally lost in my final game at a locals because Beige came out alive and I couldn't swing my last attack with Yamato. And I ended up losing. I ended up only getting 7th. I still topped, but I only got 7th. I could have ended up getting 4th or 3rd. But Beige is it's annoying. It's very annoying. Like it feels good when you do it to someone, and it feels horrible when it happens to you. To be able to just stun something is actually insane. Like it's crazy. There's not more to talk about. Beige is annoying, but it shouldn't be banned and it shouldn't be limited. I know it sounds kind of crazy for me to say that, but you're not hitting Beige every single game, bro. If you're hitting that every game, hey, somebody come deck check this dude, see if he's stacking, because 9 out of 10, you're not hitting Beige every game. You're not. It's impossible.
There's a lot of games I play against Yellow where they play Beige, but I never see it in live. I don't think it's ban worthy. It is a really good card. It's a really good yellow card.
Very good.
Which is.
And it's a 2K. And it's a 2K. Maybe that's why people hate it so much.
Nah, but I think that's fine. Like, if you triggered it early, your opponent has nothing. It's a versatile card for sure. Like, I just don't think it's ban worthy because, like, it's a big issue when it stuns you.
Yes.
But it's like yellow works off triggers, and if they wouldn't have had that base there, they would have lost.
You see? Yeah. Okay. See, you get it. Like, it's their mechanic. If they didn't have the mechanic, like, yellow probably would be in the same boat as green. It would just be another color, in my opinion.
But I think the problem arises with cards like this, like the trigger cards that are really good.
And there's a lot of them.
When it comes to like a leader like Katakuri, because the fact that Katakuri can peek at his own life for free and stack his bottom triggers.
Yeah, a nail that keeps healing over and over and over.
But that's not the same as Katakuri, because that one's just random. You just kind of just fucking pull one off the top and pray that it's something good. But with Katakuri, you can actually look at it, leave it at the bottom, and then it's there for the rest of the game,
Exactly.
So, it's going to save you in that moment when you need it the most, So I think that's why I think a lot of players hate this card and think it should be banned and all this. Honestly, it's not the worst card in the game. It's not the most broken card in the game. It's a really good trigger that helps yellow a ton.
Yeah,
that's
it's never a dead card. It's never a dead card. That's what it is. I think
Yeah.
that's why people hate it because it's never a dead card. It's either a trigger that stops something or it's a 2K that can stop an attack, bro. That's the reason why people are mad. But I mean, there's not much more to say about Beige, to be honest. Beige is Beige.
Yeah.
And
It's
I mean,
always gonna.
if you lose to beige, unless you're playing against Katakuri,
It
it's
sucks.
kind of just RNG. Like
Yeah,
it's like your opponent has no control over what he healed or what he left in life.
yep,
The only one that can manipulate so freely is Katakuri.
yeah. And Avocado, was there anything else before we move on to the next crazy card that I would have never thought would be here?
Nah, I mean y'all covered it. It just hurts when you get hit by beige, but it's like y'all said, it's either RNG. I mean, and it's just generally a good card, but it's also the risk of the game mechanic. Like like sometimes you
Yeah.
don't see it, and you're like, ah.
Exactly. 9 out of 10. It's just in your hand as a 2K. I mean, but enough with Beige. I want to talk about the next card that's crazy. There's two. So the one at the top right there when you scrolled up. I don't know. I guess we'll do that one first. This one is actually very crazy. I would have never thought anyone in this card game would complain about Ohm. Ohm Holy Dog combo. Like, yes, I get that for a 4 cost you're getting 2 cards. So for 4 for a 7, I guess that's what people has been saying. You get 2 bodies on board and it's a 4. But people gotta look at it like this. You search with him and there's a chance that you get the dog, bro. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've searched for 5 during a game or searched with which I think it's Shira like 3 times before I even play Ohm and I never see the dog, bro. Like you either get the dog or you don't get the dog. And 9 out of 10 you don't get the dog. So I honestly don't see how like this card is even worthy of being put on a ban list or anybody even talking about it. Like if they restrict this card, you're killing the earlier stages of the Skypiea engine. There's not much you can do. There's no other cards you can play other than Gadatsu, and you play him maybe once a game. Other than that, after your 5 down turn, you go a nail. And if you're not playing a nail, the only other thing you can do is another Oli home. Or Ohm and Holy. Like, there's not much you can do. Like, I don't understand why he's here, but let me get your opinion, Sergio.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the complaints that people have on yellow card is like maybe they had a really bad game against a yellow deck and the yellow player just got really good RNG. Because this is another like RNG card. Like because like I was playing in a match. Actually, last week's locals, I was playing Sakazuki and Hydro. One of our teammates was playing a Nell. He played 3 Ohm back-to-back turns, and he hit a Holly every fucking time he played it.
That's crazy.
And it was so annoying because like
has better RNG than me for sure.
Because I would have to get rid of these cards, but like it wasn't oppressive to the point where like oh I lose because he keeps hitting these holies, like.
Did you take him off the board every turn?
I would take off the Holly for sure. I would take off both if I could, but I would always take off the dog for sure because it's an easier target.
Nah, that's actually insane with Sakazuki. If you could do that every turn, that's another thing. But
but yeah, I agree with you with that. If they hit Ohm, they kill the Skype engine and like because this is like the bread
and butter. Yeah, bread and butter, man.
This is the heart of the Skype engine. If they remove Ohm Holy, is done. Like nobody's gonna want to play Skypiea for no reason. Like you said, Gadatsu. Sometimes you don't even play him because your opponent's like
so many 2-color leaders. Yeah, so many 2-color leaders, man. It's
so I agree. I don't think Ohm is that big of a problem.
Yeah, it's more of it's more of a I mean you could say it's a skill issue, but I don't know. It shouldn't even be on here, but it is what it is. What you think, Avocado?
I mean, it's a skill issue. In my opinion, it's a skill issue because like yeah, it's 2 bodies, but at this point in the game, every color has some way of removal or just dealing with it straight up. Like blue, black, red, yellow even has removal now. Green just it can rest and remove, so it's not an issue. I mean, like You either see you see the out or you don't.
Yep. So it's all RNG, man.
Yeah, like
this game is very heavy RNG based, and that's what people are not understanding.
There's games where like I'll play against a yellow player and they'll ohm and they don't see the dog, and you can see it in their face. They're like, "Oh man, I whiffed." And then there's other games,
and then you swing into them. You swing into us, and then the first card on top is a dog, bro. It's the worst. And then they always make this face when you take life. They do this smirk every time, bro. It's hilarious. I'm one of them. I hate it. It's the worst, bro.
It happens. But let's move on to the next one. What was that other card you were talking about?
Yeah, scroll down, bro. This is also another crazy one right there. That Amaru, bro. Amaru. Okay. Amaru is kind of like Ohm. Like, you can literally only play it in the later stages of the game. Yes, this card does two amazing things by pumping a character and resting a 4 cost. Like, you can't, like, if you block her up, let's say they only have one Amaru. Okay, they rest one, they pump something up, you still have other blockers. It can't rest a 5 or more. It can literally only rest a 4 or less. So, and yes, the trigger is very good. I can see why this card is on here more than Ohm, because it does like 3 amazing things. Like it's a very, very, very good card, but I don't know, like to restrict it to 1, because I don't see them banning it, but to restrict it all the way to 1, I think it kills it kills the tools that Skypea can have to be better. Because they have no Thor, no one plays that. Like when the deck first came out, I played it. It's a waste of 1 Dawn. You need your Dawn every turn, and 2 for Amaru wins you games. If you don't have any kind of removal, if you don't have anything to rest, which we don't have that I know of, anything to rest. Like I'm not gonna play a 5 cost Gadatsu to kill something on your board when you're at 2 lives. Like I can't kill anything. So this is the only other tool in the box that we have to help us win games. Other than that, we're just swinging with bodies and hoping that you don't have counter. So that's why I don't see why this card should be there personally, but maybe y'all might have something to add to it.
Alright, well, now this one, I am going to have to disagree with you a little bit.
Oof.
Because I do understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. But I think a lot of people are wanting to ban this or restrict this to 1, not for the current meta, but for the OP6 meta. Because, and this is more OP6 talk, but I think since we're talking about the card, we should talk about this now.
Yeah.
But this card in Yamato I think this card is way too good. In Yamato.
It's kind of free, huh? With giving someone 2 instead of having.
It's way too good in Yamato.
I see what you mean.
Like at 5 Dawn, if you're going first, because Yamato always wants to go first, you play Onami for 2, you play Amaru for 2, and then you give your last Dawn to Yamato. That's double attack banish on your 3rd turn, and your opponent is probably not gonna have, like, either you drop a lot of your hand, or it's a double attack banish and you're fucked. You know, if you're playing a dual color leader, that's like potentially game ending. You know,
yeah,
that's 9K.
That's 9K to the dome, bro. I see what you're saying, and you know what? I've actually played many friends on the sim, and just people on the sim, and I can't tell you how many times on that like 5 Dawn turn that they do that to me. Like, and it's so annoying. Like it's the worst, because either, like you said, you throw your entire hand, you're left with like 1 or 2 cards, or you literally like you banish your cards and don't gain no more resources. Like that I see what you mean. I can see that.
Yeah.
But
and I mean, like, the other thing is, like, I'm still talking, because like currently in the current meta, in the OP5 Uta starter deck meta, this card isn't a problem. It's like not that huge of an issue. But in OP6 meta with Yamato, this card is probably the best card that Yamato has in its deck. And being able to play Hody Jones for 2 or for 7,
And then
resting
Amaru.
2 blockers, playing this for 2, resting another blocker. You know, it's like
Yeah, and then
that's
you can give two rested Dawn to
it's
either
so
Yamato or Hody. Yeah, that's kind of
no. Well, you can't give
cooked.
it to the leader, but you can give it to Hody for sure.
Oh yeah,
Um, but that's like it's so bad. Like this combo is so atrocious that I think it should be restricted to 1 in OP6 meta. But right now, I don't think it's that huge of an issue.
yeah. But the only counter to that is if you restrict that for Yamato, where does that leave a nail? You know, like that's the only thing that kind of sucks. Maybe they should have potentially leader locked this card to only Skypea, but then again, that's a whole nother thing. Um,
Yeah,
so
because like I don't see this card, uh, like I don't see this card being too oppressive in an L, like because an L is just it's a 4 life leader, you know, and it doesn't have double attack or anything like that.
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy for
Uh,
giving a leader that.
so I think in an L it's not that. Like it could be like potentially game saving if it's your last life.
Definitely,
Uh,
that's so good.
but I don't think it's like meta breaking in an L. So I don't know. Maybe they could find a way to like leader like choice restricted like in Yamato you could play it at 1, but anything else you could play it at 4.
Okay.
But I don't know. Bandai hasn't really done stuff like that, so I don't see them doing that.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, making things two like instead of one being a two. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say that too because everyone was like, "Well, semi-limited," and I was like, "I don't think Bandai does semi-limited. I think it's either banned or limited." Like,
yeah,
Yeah, there's no like in between really. Like they'll ban a card that's really oppressive in one deck, uh, and completely kill another one for just to try to hit the one deck that's doing really good.
yeah. It's kind of unfair,
Yeah,
but
but I mean, hopefully they change it, you know, because I think recently in Digimon, the last balance that they came out with, they did have a choice ban where if you were playing this card in this certain deck, you either had to play this card or another card.
oh, really?
So so maybe they'll start doing that in other Bandai games. I hope they do because
a choice
is
ban is pretty cool concept.
Amaru is a really good card for yellow. I don't think it should go away. But in Yamato it's too disgusting.
Yeah. And just to speed things up a little bit here, because there is quite a few cards, I see that there's an L category and then the character category. Personally, I don't think any leader should ever get banned whatsoever. They tried it with Whitebeard. I think that's who they did,
Yeah.
and like it got so much backlash that they had to revert their ban list in like I think it was like a month or less. So we're not even gonna talk about that. Y'all can agree to disagree, but I personally believe no leader should ever get banned. There's no point of making a leader if it's just gonna get banned. Like it's something they should have been worked on. So I don't ever see any leaders getting banned. So
I agree.
Yeah, I don't see Bandai banning leaders.
What about
I
you?
do see why I do see why people want to ban, you know, some of the leaders like Sakazuki is a pretty good contender for a leader that gets banned because just because the color combination is so good.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Nami, that's a oh. Don't even get me started. God, I hate Nami. She's
Oh god.
like today on the sim, literally earlier, not too long ago, playing on the sim. Like I lost twice in a row to Nami and finally got him on the third try. Like oh,
Yeah.
it's too much.
But against Nami it's just a matchup thing. Like if Nami goes against Red, Nami fucking insta loses.
I guess it is the matchup, and in yellow you need your life, and they never swing your life. So With that, Katakuri doesn't really see much play in OP6, so we can put him on not a problem. He's not going to see anything, and we're talking about the character one, bro.
Damn, you said not a problem.
Where he's not a problem at all. He doesn't really see play in OP6. Like, he'll see play in an L still because it's very good in an L. But other than that, he's not played in Katakuri anymore that much. It's more of Charlotte Linlin. Which pretty much brings us to the next point. You have 7-drop Linlin and you have 10-drop Linlin. First things first, 7-drop Linlin, it should not be on here. You have a choice. You either give us a life or you don't, or you take your life. Once you're at 0, this card is useless. It's just a body on the board because you can literally choose that you want to take a life. There's nothing to take. And yes, I get that she does the same effect as like the bigger Linlin, but you still have a choice. Sometimes, giving a life to the other player is not that bad sometimes, especially in a situation where if you're at 3 lives, and they got all these attacks on board, you're definitely not going to take a life, It's definitely a skill issue thing because you gotta read the game state. You gotta read where it's going. It forces you to be a better player, in my opinion. I think. Go ahead.
I think this is the thing with both the big moms. Like with both big moms, I think the 7-drop big mom is more of a little more fair because you get the choice. And like if you're a low life leader, you don't really want to take a life unless you're like in a position to kill next turn, right? But I think it's more of I would say it's more of a skill issue with the big moms. Like you got to put yellow in a position where dropping these wouldn't benefit them too much,
especially the 10-drop.
10-drop. I always hear a lot of people complaining about 10-drop big mom. And, I get it, because it's like...
You be fueling that fire, brother. What are you on about?
Yeah, but if you can manage the Katakuri matchup correctly...
Definitely.
It gets to a point where,
they can't even drop it, yeah.
They can't drop it or they lose.
And it's leader locked, bro. You can literally only play it in other, like the pirates, like the other, other Big Mom pirates.
But, the leader it's locked to is, probably the best yellow leader,
Just Katakuri.
Yeah.
But every other leader for her is trash. Maybe that Lakers Big Mom, but that's a whole nother video. But
yeah,
the Lakers Big Mom is gonna be crazy. I'm telling y'all right now, it's gonna be so good.
If anything, if they end up hitting 10 mom, I would see them restricting it. I wouldn't see them banning it. But if they do that, it'll almost completely kill Katakuri. Katakuri will still be a good generic yellow deck, but the big threat is that 10-drop big mom.
Yeah. I don't think they'll ban it. I think they'll definitely restrict it, and that'll force people to run 4 Linlins for sure. Yeah. So. You could put Big Mom on restricted. I feel like I don't think it's more of a skill issue with the 7, but I think you should put her in restricted because I feel like she will get restricted. I don't know why, but I really do feel like she will get restricted. I feel like too many people complain about that card enough for it to get restricted, honestly, and it kind of sucks.
I don't know, man. Fucking Bandai loves yellow for some reason. Like they never fucking touch the color at all.
That's crazy.
In any game. I did want to, before we move on, I did want to touch on just Katakuri, the unit.
Oh, okay.
The unit.
Katakuri is a good... Well, the character, sorry.
No, I like that word.
The character is still a really good card, like in certain decks, because it has its own unique form of removal that there's no really protection against it. I think the only one that has protection against it is Anel, the 7-drop Anel, because it's protected against being removed from the field at all. Yeah,
protect from board removal.
But I think this category will see some play here and there. I think it's always a 2-of in most yellow decks. But in Queen, I think this is a really good card, and I don't know with the upcoming.
It's really good in NL. It's crazy good in NL.
Yeah, and it's really good in NL because you can always put yourself at 1 with this.
Yep. Mhm.
You can put a trigger or whatever you want to put there.
Yeah.
And then like I was talking about Kid, Katakuri is such a good way to get rid of Kid Like if you already have an established board, your opponent's like, okay, I'm gonna play kid, try to save myself. You're like, okay, well fuck that kid. We're playing this
Yeah.
Curry, get rid of
Yeah.
that kid.
I still think if they restrict Big Mom, I think Katakuri would shine more as well.
Yeah.
And they would probably play it. I would see that Katakuri is going to get a whole revamp of its deck, and they're going to try and find good cards to put back into its life. So I mean, you never know. We could see a whole meta change with this if they do end up restricting the Big Mom and getting other versions of the deck that we've never seen before, especially over here in the West compared to the East. Because in the East, I don't think they have any of this banned yet, or I don't even think they've talked about it in the East unless they have. I know it's
Nah,
just people more of the West.
I think they're waiting after the big events are over.
Yeah, they're
The
waiting.
Worlds.
They're waiting for Worlds to end.
Yeah, to hit anything. But yeah, that was all I wanted to say about Katakuri because we kind of sped along past it, and I did have something to say about it.
Oh, okay. My bad on that, brother, man.
Let me touch on that red card, bro.
Which one?
Keep
The Moby.
Keep that one in that ban. Stay banned, bro.
Yeah. I guess you could change the name to Banworthy / Stay Banned on the first one. Definitely, because Moby Dick is, pun intended, is a dick of a card, bro. Like,
You're right.
This card is just too good, man. It's too good. Like the leaders, like might be not the best. I still think Whitebeard is a really good leader. I think Ace is still a pretty decent leader. It's really flexible. But if you give this card back to the Whitebeard engine, it's gonna be so bad. It's so it's too good of an effect. Giving
Yeah.
2K, giving 2,000 to all your Whitebeard pirates is insane.
Consistently or just on your turn? I haven't read that card in a while.
It's on your turn, I'm pretty sure.
Can you hover over it? Is it clear enough? Or no? No, it's okay. Oh, you wanna? Let's
If
see.
you have
It's
one
your
or less
turn.
life cards, your Edward Newgate and your characters with a type including Whitebeard pirates gain 2,000 power, and it says your turn.
That's. And then Trigger play this card. Like,
Yeah.
imagine you don't see it all game, and then you just see it like close to the end. Like, that's insane.
I think it's just too good. It's
Especially with the Marco leader coming out too. Imagine, bro, it could make it even more busted. What if they bring it back for that reason? Ever thought of that?
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think they should. I don't know why they made this card.
We don't want a sweaty, toxic red era again, bro. No one wants that.
Especially now that like Radical Beam is unrestricted. Like at one life, you can throw out with Whitebeard. You can just throw out Radical Beams and Guard
like
Points
crazy
and fucking Kick Chorus. And stay alive forever. It's like
stay alive forever, for real.
The thing with Whitebeard, it's a 6K leader already, bro. It's like
yes, you're swinging for 8 with Moby Dick, bro, for free on your turn.
Yeah,
it's crazy,
that's 8K to the face. Like it's like dang. Yeah. Not to mention like if you drop a character. Whitebeard, that's 9K.
Yeah, I feel it. Oh, free. Character Whitebeard, bro, that's 10K.
No, yeah, character Whitebeard is 2K.
Yeah, 2K, bro. That's 10K to the face.
Free. Nah.
Yeah, that's actually that's sick. But next, that damn Kabaji right there. Let's go ahead and leave that on Stay Banned too. We don't need Nami getting any better. I hate that deck. So anything to keep that banned, we're leaving that there. Yeah, not for me.
Nah, I just think with the bounce.
Let's read it real quick.
I got you.
My bad. I should have said that.
On play, if you have Mohoshi, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand.
Yeah, so I think with Blue having all the bounce back tools that they do have.
Yeah, they don't need that.
This card is too.
They don't need that facts.
This card is too disgusting.
Yeah,
like you can play this. Bounce it back with Brick Fist. Play it again. That's 6 Dawn.
You can bounce it with Zeph too.
You could play another Brick Fist. Yeah. Play it again. Like that's all one turn. You can replay it 3 times.
No,
And
that's
it-
ridiculous.
like, and then yeah, you can do it with Zeph too. Like, you can play this card, play Zeph for 5, that's 7 Dawn, and play this again, you're at 9 Dawn. Like, and you don't fucking care about countering anymore because you're just drawing your whole fucking deck here.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
it's not. It shouldn't come off the ban list. And if it does, I guess I'm
GG
playing
boys.
Nami. I guess I'm playing
Nah,
Nami,
bro. I guess I'm
bro.
quitting. I guess I'm quitting again. I'm quitting another game because of blue.
No.
Oh, got him.
Nah, it's too good. Like, at first I was like, what do y'all mean? It's too good. But after playing a couple of Namis and seeing how much they can bounce back, like, and with other new cards that we're getting, like, it's just crazy. The recycle is just too crazy.
Yeah,
And I mean,
definitely, bro.
with Kaya on top of that, bro, like,
Ugh. All that bouncing back is ridiculous already with that damn card, bro.
Yeah, even with the events, like off of life, sometimes you get to bounce something back, and then you get your Kaya back or you get your Kamaji back. Like, it's wild.
yeah, no,
No, bro, yeah.
This card,
They get off that.
if they do bring it back, they need to leave it banned on Nami.
Yeah, if they do what you were talking about.
Yeah, the choice bans. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's next, boys? What's next?
Well, I guess we'll stick to blue since we already talked about Kawaji. You can throw Red Rock in, not a problem.
Not a problem.
I don't think
6 Dawn, bro.
Yeah, it's like your whole turn basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like yeah, being able to get rid of a 10 drop with this card is pretty good because you're basically paying less than what it costs.
Yeah.
But it's most of your turn. You're not establishing a board, or anything at the same time. You know, as you're getting rid of a card. I think it's just a really good way to help blue kind of survive against, you know, those big beefy characters that can just stay on board and there's no
Overwhelm you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a problem.
For sure.
It's definitely not.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, I would love to introduce this next blue card, if that's okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh god.
Alright, Sakazuki main.
We all know it. We all love it.
Yeah, we definitely love it already.
Blaze, baby.
Yeah, that card is.
That
card is a menace to my society.
Yeah. Houndblaze was introduced in OP05 to the Navy archetype. And honestly, it's been like the top issue of controversy for sure recently. Not only is it a pump up, but it's a removal. And like it's just too good. It's only 2 Dawn. It's a 2 Dawn investment with a 3 to 4 Dawn return investment. Like, it's too good.
It's a strong removal too. It's a bottom deck. And I think that is one of the big issues that people have with it.
Yeah, that it bottom decks.
Yeah, like it doesn't.
And gives 3K, bro.
Yeah, because it's normally that would be 3 Dawn that you would have to use to pump up a character. You're only doing it for 2, and you're getting rid of their board state. If I had to be realistic, like I like my bias says I hope it doesn't get restricted or banned. But if I had to like be realistic, I'd say at least restricted.
I will say this in defense of the card. The reason that people have such a problem with it, and I understand, is Sakazuki. Because Sakazuki got the synergy of black and blue, which is like the most disgusting combination out at the moment. You know, like being able to lower their cost so efficiently and then just bottom decking everything is so bad. And this card is I think this card is just way too much like advantage. Like bottom deck, and then you know if you play Blue Hina's a 7K now. If you play brand new's a 6K. If you're playing Luchi's a 9K. Like this card is way too versatile, and it's way too good.
Yeah.
Like, should it be restricted? Like maybe in Sakazuki, I can see that. uh, which is like the only place that this deck is having problems, right? Because it's the only deck that can actually lower something to 2 and bottom deck it. Because any other 2 costs in the game is like, who cares? It's like either utility or like a low cost blocker.
Right.
Yeah,
like-
and like you said, bro, not to cut you off, man. It's really just the synergy that it has with black, bro. Like you can't put that card in any other black deck and it's just good, like any other black blue or any other just blue deck. Like you can't put that just in a blue deck, bro. You can't minus anything. That card is literally like, without it saying it, it's leader locked to literally Sakazuki. Like you can't use it in pretty much anything else. I don't think there's any other like leaders that can minus other than black that you can use this card in the deck, So definitely it is leader locked, like quote unquote leader locked.
Like pseudo.
And yeah, pseudo. There you go. It's like pseudo. And there's not you can't use it in anything else. So I mean, I don't it's annoying. I wouldn't say it's gonna get restricted. It's just annoying because you can literally only it's best in Sakazuki. It's not good in anything else.
Yeah.
So I say it's more annoying than anything.
Like,
To get restricted is a little too much, in my opinion.
nah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've even seen like Nami's try and run it, but like it's like Sergio said, like there's no other effective deck that can lower cost to that degree, so easily and so effectively. Like, there's no way. Like, what are you gonna bottom deck a chopper? Like, okay, like, I guess.
Yeah. It's like mostly for like chump blockers, I guess, and like blue decks, but I mean, nobody really runs like the era of chump blockers is pretty much gone, bro. Unless you're playing Law or like Zoro,
Yeah.
and I don't even think Zoro really plays chump blockers anymore. It's mostly Law.
It's mostly
it's-
aggro.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much Law, but Law is like Law just how like hard loses to Sakazuki. Like I think it's like 90-10 in favor of Sakazuki against Law.
You have him over there already, buddy.
Yeah, we already put him in the.
Yeah, but he deserves a.
Yeah, go ahead and cook that trash can right there. Go ahead and cook that
Nah,
trash
man,
can.
Sakazuki's been a lot of fun, man. I think him and Purple Luffy are the ones that I've played the most in the OP5 meta, and Sakazuki's been like definitely the most fun leader to play because there's a lot of interaction that you're having with your board and your opponent's board. So
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's really good and it's really annoying, but I just think it's like it really sparks like that combo, thinking like 2 steps ahead.
Oh, like
you
combo
know?
player inside of everybody.
Yeah.
Bro, that was me with fucking Rebecca, man.
Oh,
Like that's why I stopped playing that deck. It was I can't do that for like 5 games in a row. Like people at Nationals playing this deck, like for like 10 rounds, bro. No, I can't do it, bro.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
It's for some players, like
mad
like
respect to those guys.
yeah, like me and avocado more than me, but we played a lot of Smoker.
Mocha.
When it was the only good black leader and the only good navy leader. So I think that's why I enjoy Sakazuki more than anything else. But like, yeah, Houndblaze is a big issue in Sakazuki. Should it be restricted? Maybe not, because it's like one of 3 tools that Sakazuki has to remove.
Yeah. Oh,
'cause-
I wanted to make a note too on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sakazuki, like on paper, has a limited amount of removal. Like, and you can see it as a glass cannon sometimes. Because if I get rid of all my Houndblazes and my Luchis, like that's it, bro. Like I can't do anything. And there's been games where I'm like, I have no more Houndblazes. What do I do? So it's also like it's also a skill issue too. Sometimes against yourself, like as a Sakazuki player, like if you bottom deck the wrong stuff early game and late game gets there, you're cooked. Like you're screwed.
Yeah, I feel like in a brand new play, if you see this, you kind of have to take it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
like it's just it's this Lucci and 7-drop Borsellino
Mm-hmm.
that are like I mean next set we get a couple more tools, but like right now,
You get that
so
event.
yeah,
Or is that event in EB1?
there's
No,
two
we get the
events.
event. We get
Yeah,
the
Oof.
Rob Lucci event.
the Rob Lucci bottom deck event,
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
and then
That
I
blue
think
one, right?
I think there's a 7-drop coming out
Oh, God.
at bottom decks 2/6 cost or less.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lucci, I see you got Lucci on the side right there as well.
That's my boy right there.
Nah, put that boy in not a problem.
Not an
please.
issue. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
And killing 2 bodies is not a problem.
Being able to kill 2 bodies is really good. I'll give you that. But like, you have to get 2 characters.
Let's put him in annoying. Let's put him in annoying. How
I mean,
about
yeah,
that?
I'll give you that. He's annoying because like, if you play Omen Holly, Rob Lucci can take care of both.
If you play red, you're screwed. Like,
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of the time, those weenie boys, they're gone. Like,
Especially
But I thought
for-
Zoro was a straight counter to Sakazuki because it just rushes it down.
it's that. Like, if you could get over the rush, you can eliminate the threat easily. Like,
yeah.
and there's
If
not
you,
really.
if you can,
No, go for it.
yeah. I was gonna say if you can hold back the rushers, yeah, it's definitely like you're in a good position because you don't have to invest so much in minusing to kill their stuff or bottom up their stuff.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Avocado.
No, you're right. That's it. Like, plus, if you've played enough red, you know they only have about like 8 to 12 rushers. Like, you should be fine. It's those weenies that you're just like, dang, like, did you really just get a 2K up to 6K? Like, gosh.
Yeah, that's cooked.
Yeah, like, you gotta either counter out or block, and hopefully you got enough to set up for your mid to late game for Sakazuki.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, while we're still on black, go ahead and bring her up, bro. Go ahead and pull her up.
Oh, no.
She needs to be banned. I'll say it right now. This card needs to be banned. I love her and she's beautiful. I get it. I know, fellas. I know, but she is too annoying. She brings back too much stuff. There's too much synergy with this card in every black deck. It's not leader restricted. It can be played in literally any black deck, bro. I know. Ban it, bro. Ban it. Ban it. This is too much. Her and Mancherry is busted.
I will say
Mancherry.
I will say that I kind of agree with Raybon. Not in the current meta because I think it's not too bad. Like it is pretty bad being able to play the Henas for free.
It's not too bad, but it is pretty bad.
It is pretty bad being able to play the Henas for free, and getting a blocker at the same time.
Bro,
but
Hina for 3 and then -4, bro. Hina is a -4. That's what's crazy. Like, if it was -3, okay. But 4? Nah, bro. That's almost an Ice Age for free. That's crazy.
but I see Rebecca being an issue next set because of Moria.
Yeah.
Because the fact that you can play Moria, and then you play Rebecca, and then something else. You play Rebecca in a 2-cost.
Yeah.
And then
You have
Rebecca-
Mario pulled up right there, right, bro? Go ahead and bring him out, too.
Man,
Is he in?
you just
Is it in Japanese?
It's in Japanese, but I already know the effect, baby boy.
Yeah, no, I was just bringing them up so they could get a visual of it side by side,
Well, for
and
the people-
so we can do the effects.
For the people who don't know what Moria does, he's an 8-cost 9K attacker.
Mm-hmm.
On play, he lets you play a 4-cost and a 2-cost from your trash,
Yeah.
and one of them has to come in rested. You can pick whether the 4-cost comes in rested or the 2-cost comes in rested.
Wait, you get to pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was because maybe the sim is busted, but I thought on the sim it's 4 costs first, automatically unrested,
No.
and then the 2 cost comes in rested.
No.
No, it gives you a choice when you play him.
The Sims doesn't.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, you can play this. Play the Rebecca from trash. Rebecca, if you have something to play off of Rebecca from your hand, you just get a free card from trash,
Yeah. 2K.
and then play something from your hand, and then that's a 8-drop. you drop a Rebecca, you drop a 2-cost, and then you drop a 3-cost off of Rebecca.
Yep.
That's 4 bodies
For one.
off of 1 play.
And then you Hound Blaze because you minused everything in that whole turn.
Oh yeah.
And then you still have 2 Dawn.
Yeah.
That's your turn.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's yeah. I see this becoming a problem.
That's
like I
cooked.
said, especially with Moria. Right now, it is. I will give players that Rebecca is a pretty big problem. And the fact that she's a blocker just adds to it a little bit. Because it's like, okay, she's not just completely useless with 0 cost on board. She can actually just block and attack.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the reason why I said ban, bro, if you could not revive her from the grave, like if you couldn't get her out of the grave, I would have said restrict her. But no, it's the fact that you can pull her out of the grave and just keep using her. You literally can block with her, bro, and you can get her back the next turn if you have another Gecko Moria and do it all over again. Like it's like that's the reason why I'm saying banned. I don't want y'all to think that I'm just hating on the card. That bro, that like this goddamn zombie shit this bastard is doing, bro, is crazy, bro. Like people don't understand it. And I tried to play this deck on the sim. I can't get it yet. I'm trying to learn it because I'm kind of interested in playing it. But nah, this deck cooks, bro. This is gonna be a real problem if that card stays. Restricted. Like if it doesn't get restricted or banned, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a big problem, especially like with all the removal, the Hound Blaze, the eruptions, the Heenas, the what is that? That one, the priest looking thing. What's its name?
Helmepo?
No, not it's Hogback, and that other one.
Hogback and the dog. What that dog guy?
The dog guy, yeah, that I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right. Absalom, there you go.
Yeah.
Dude, that is crazy. And then you have Perona. Like, bro, player for free, opponent ditches a card. Yeah. Play for free, -3. Like, but they have to have 5 cards in hand, and bro, half the time that's not hard.
Yeah. I don't think what's his name? I don't think Moria should be. I don't think Moria should be hit at all.
Just
like,
it's like Lucci. It's like Lucci.
He's definitely annoying. But the thing that makes him so good is the card that he can play, which is Rebecca. Like Moria is a really good card, but you get to revive a good card, and then you revive a 2-cost, which most of the time is just like a utility card or something that like a brand new or something that can help you search.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, it's such a wild 10. Like even an 8-drop turn. It's such a wild 8-drop turn.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like. I don't think it's that oppressive. Like, if your opponent's in a good spot, like the only thing you can revive to really save yourself is like a blocker.
Crazy.
So Rebecca definitely needs to get hit. I think if she gets hit, she should get banned. Because, like Rayvon was saying, you just need to see one. If it's restricted, as long as you see that one card, you play that.
Yeah. You're good.
You're good. It's there for the rest of the game, basically.
You're cooking, and they're getting cooked. You're getting chefed up, bro. You're getting chefed up, and that's the reason why all these other black cards are on there, like Ice Age and Hina. They're on there because of Gecko and what's gonna happen in the next, like in OP6, like. Maybe not Ice Age. I guess Ice Age just because it's -5 for 1. But Hina too. All you need is 1 engrave, and you can keep using it. Yeah. Yes, it'll come in rested, bro. They get rid of it, and you can bring it back with Rebecca. You get rid of it, you can bring it back with Gecko. You can get rid of it. Like it's just an endless cycle, man. It's too much.
No, I feel you.
Like this is worse than triggers. This is worse than triggers.
Nah, but like Ice Age, I think Ice Age isn't a problem. Like, it is a 1-cost -5 cost. But like most of the time, like
no, it's not a problem.
This is just the card that you use on big bodies, and yeah, it's really advantageous in that scenario. But like I don't think it's a problem personally.
Yeah. Hina's annoying.
Hina is really annoying.
No, yeah,
but it really just
He
helps.
said y'all just hated.
It really just helps you play. Like it really helps you just set up your plays. But the fact that she's a 3/5 and she has a great effect on play, I think that
Brother, I forgot she was a 3/5, bro.
yeah, I think that's really good. If she was a 3/4 and she had that effect, I think that would have been better. But
Yeah, because
You
you
know.
can easily swing to most leaders.
yeah,
Yes, exactly.
Great Eruption.
Annoying.
It's not like
It's not an issue, but it's annoying.
it is an issue because
You think so?
you're cycling at the same time you're minusing, you know.
You're
Oh,
Like,
minus 2, and you draw one.
Yeah,
You're
so
replacing
I
a
can't
card, yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I'm like, well, okay, so he has a good board. I need something. I need a Lucci. So I cycle with Sakazuki. I don't get nothing. I got 2 great eruptions in my hand. Like fuck, I play both of them. Boom, there's my Lucci. Like the
Yeah.
fact that you just dig through your deck.
You don't even
And
have
at
to
the
get the
same
Lucci,
time-
like, from
And it
cycle.
was,
If you can get it
At
back
the
from
same
you're
time,
trash.
yeah, like yeah, and then you get a man cherry, and then you can just get it back or something.
Or Rebecca.
Like-
Ah!
nah,
That too.
this is
Nah.
cooked. This is cooked, bro. Bro
Right.
literally just said the issue. He said, I play 2 great eruptions, bro. Cycle,
Yeah.
I get Rob Lucci. Play the Rob Lucci, I can KO 2 things because I literally just played 2 eruptions for free to minus 2 things. Like, bro, like, this is cooked.
Nah,
This is
happened to me,
cooked.
like, several times where, like, I'll have 2 great eruptions in the hand, and like, dude, I need removal. And they'll be like, play both? Either Mancher or Rebecca, or on the lucky times, yeah, I'll run into my Rob Lucci. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. And then you still have leader effect, like both leader effects. Like you can cycle and -1 if you need to.
Yeah.
But
Nah, I'm sick.
These tools are really good and like they've only been brought up recently because Sakazuki is the first leader with black in it that can
Black.
actually efficiently use these cards. And like, cause like the starter deck came out a while ago, man.
I
When OP2 came
know
out.
everyone was
When
telling me like that Great Eruption he just sucked.
Yeah, like when OP2 came out, the starter deck came out. Nobody was using this because like Smoker was like the best black deck at the time,
Yeah.
and it's like the removal wasn't that efficient, and like you had to. So I just think Sakazuki is the one that's making a lot of these cards an issue. But like,
Damn. So Sakazuki needs to get banned, is what you're saying?
Nah, we already said we're not banning leaders, bro. Chill out.
yeah, you're the one that said we're not banning leaders, bro.
Oh man.
No, I think
I mean,
that-
it's really not the leader though. Like, yes, you get -1. Yes, you get to cycle, but it's not his fault that all his tools are
Bro,
cracked.
you know what's wild? There's like, and I could screenshot it and share it with the world. But I was in this discussion a while back, like OP02 back, and when they announced Sakazuki, like in the East, like you know, like manga Shonen Jump, like you know, leak or whatever. Everyone in that Discord was like, "Oh my God, when will Black get a good leader? Like, that guy sucks. Sakazuki's gonna be trash."
Bro,
And everyone was like, they were just dogging.
Bro, that's
they were just
crazy.
dogging.
Everybody was dogging on it.
bro,
And-
that's what. Sorry to cut you off, but that was my thing, bro. Cause when me and Raybon were talking about the case that we were gonna get for OP5,
Uh-huh.
I was like, I want to play Sakazuki because he's Navy, you know, and it's like blue black. I feel like that's a good combo. Rebecca did really good.
Yeah.
I feel like Sakazuki could do better. And like nobody was looking at Sakazuki. Everybody was looking at Purple Luffy and Enel. And then all of a sudden it popped off in JP, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, Sakazuki's cracked.
It's
Sakazuki's the best
crazy.
fucking
Oh my
player
God,
ever."
best leader.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Slob.
Everybody's jumping, and Raybon was like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna have to get some of that Sakazuki stuff, bro." I was like,
Bro,
"What?"
don't call me out like that, bro.
Bro, I was like, "What? You weren't even interested." I was like, "No, he's topping, bro."
He's
Like,
tough, bro.
the slot
I'm a meta whore, bro. Chill.
Fest came
Slawfest came through
But-
for real.
But I'm glad you brought that up, Avocado, because I was in that position, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to play Sakazuki because he was Navy,
Same.
and then he just became meta, and then fucking everybody jumped on him.
Even I
Yeah.
was like, bro, like, why are they dogging on my Navy boys? Like, I was like, I guess one day we'll get a good leader. And then, like, out of nowhere, everyone's like, that boy's good. I was like, what? I was like,
That
yeah.
boy's good.
I was
And
like,
then
dang.
his cards went up, and Avocado
Oh,
was like,
don't even get me
no.
started on that. Yeah, a $20 Heathens? Oh my god.
I know.
Alright, well, it looks like we've covered mostly everything. It looks like there's only about 2 cards left that are OP06 exclusives. And
Yeah.
I'd like to get y'all's opinion on those. Let's
I-
just... Oh,
I
what
was gonna say before we move on, sorry. There was one color that was not represented at all, which was purple,
Oh,
and that's because I think purple is like probably the most fair color in the game.
right now, right?
Like purple has some of the most fair decks that ever that have ever come out.
That's what hurts them. They're too fair.
Damn.
It does hurt my soul because I'm a huge fan of purple Luffy and purple red Luffy, and like the fact that there's no purple cards up here that we can't even discuss because they're just too fair. Like Kid, like 5-drop Kid, that gives you a Dom back is really good. It's a really good purple card, but it's so easily dealt with. Like in Sakazuki, that's like not even a fucking not even that big of an issue.
Yeah. Even
Magellan.
even with green, like
Oh yeah, even with green, you can just fucking suspend it and kill it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I will say to all my purple boys out there, we'll get ours.
We'll get our
We'll get ours. You know what's
Ooh,
crazy, bro?
Ooh.
Speaking about purple real quick, man, I was on the sim, bro. I play a lot of sim. Like recently, since I bought my PC, I've been playing like a shit ton of sim, bro. Bro, tell me why I seen a red purple right build. Bro, they had the new Reiju in there to on play to draw 2 cards, bro. They were playing Reiju in there.
Oh, was it law?
Yes, red purple
Yeah.
law. They were playing the Reiju in the red purple deck. I was like, bro, nah, this dude is cooking. I was like, bro is cooking, bro, with that Reiju shit. Bro, literally that shit is cooked, bro.
Yeah, no. Law being able to play Raging for free
Yeah.
and then drawing 2 is like really good. I see Law coming back for a little bit, if not for people to experiment with that.
Oh yeah, I heard after EBO1 or like even after set 6, like that red purple law from the starter deck is gonna be wild for a minute.
Mm,
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's gonna be.
It got next set. Red Purple Law is getting more film stuff. Like the blocker. I think the blocker is so good. The film blocker.
Yeah.
I think that guy is really good.
The new what is it? The new that guy who returns stuff.
No, it's the blocker that matches it matches something's power on the board.
Oh, it's the architectural looking dude.
No, yeah, that guy's cool, but I'm just saying, like, what is it like? There's a better version of what's his name?
Gordon?
Gordon. Yeah, there's a better.
Oh,
version
yeah.
Oh, the short dude with the big head.
There's a common Gordon, so you don't have to fucking pay stupid prices for fucking promo.
How much do you think that common's gonna be worth, bro?
I mean, people are gonna buy the shit out of OP6, man. It's gonna be.
That's gonna be a $5 common. I call it right now.
We'll have to save it for another
it'll go up.
video,
But like, it gets that blocker. Blocker is so good. It gets Reiju. The biggest problem that Law has is that you play so much of your hand that you run out of cards so quick, and having Reiju to be able to replenish your hand,
Yeah.
so amazing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I seen that and that was cooking, man. But I know we dragged this video on for a long while, y'all, so we're gonna get on to this last card, which is Reject. Go ahead and pull it up for me, brother. Pretty much Reject. It's 4 cost. I think what is that blue? On play? Or what is it?
I think it's on play, but I can look it up real quick. Or if y'all can look it up real quick.
I mean, it's an event card.
Yeah,
It's an event card. So,
It's just-
trigger, you play it, but it gives you two options when you play the card. Either you KO either KO a 5 cost, or if your opponent is at 1 life, play it. Your opponent takes a life, and then you take a life. It's a pretty fair card in the sense of the life taking part, because it doesn't trash each opponent's life. You take it, so it still gets added to your opponent's hand, and if it's a trigger, they can actually still trigger that effect, which is actually pretty good. So again, it is a very much fair card, but it is it's very good if you're not playing a yellow deck with triggers. You know, it's kind of like, okay, it's free. You know, what were you saying?
I didn't want to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
Just so that we're all on the same page. I found the card. I wanna read the exact translation.
Okay.
So we don't say anything wrong.
Go for it.
So the trigger is just draw a card.
Oh, it is draw a
Yeah.
card. I thought it was on play.
The
Okay, you're
trigger-
right.
The trigger is just draw a card. It's a Skypea Shandora Warrior type card. The main effect says choose one of the following: KO up to one of your opponent's 5 cost or lower characters, or if your opponent has 1 life, deal your opponent 1 damage, then add the top card of your life to your hand. So you both basically take a life if your opponent's at 1.
Actually, so you deal them a damage, but you only get to take it. So that means you can't activate triggers. Okay, got it. That's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So pretty much, okay.
I mean, that's just...
But the thing that I think is like not too fair with this card is like it's a 4 cost that can get rid of your opponent's last life and put them in like a situation where like, oh shit, well now if I don't have any blockers, I literally have to drop like all my hand to survive this turn or something, you know?
You're right.
So
I guess just annoying.
It's really annoying, but it could be.
It's a better Thunderbolt. That's why nobody runs Thunderbolt anymore.
It could
because this card is so good. Like, I'm glad that they made a card in yellow finally where I don't have to take a life to kill something on board. Like, we already have like no removal for cards. Like, I think we had Thunderbolt, we had to take a life. You had Katakuri, but it puts it into their life. And then they're gonna get Onami, which is with the banish, but it's a trigger, so it's pretty good. But you can only use it as a trigger, you know. We're getting that promo Sanji. It's pretty much an Onami.
It's a
Same thing. Oh, Zoro. What did I say? Sanji? Zoro.
Yeah.
Jesus, I always get God.
It's a one.
That Nami Swan. Nami Swan. Jesus.
I mean, I agree that I think yellow did need more
Like proper
removal options, because it's kind of like the only defense that they have, because like against green specifically, like if green spans board, if you can't deal with their board fast enough, they're just gonna cook you.
Just like that film Uta cooked me in the finals twice, bro. It's ridiculous.
I'll say this now though, for the record, if we do get like Shandora Warriors or a leader, I'm moving to yellow. I'm so sorry.
Bro, when is that wiper? When is that wiper?
I'm saying, yeah, like how cool would that be? I love.
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm not there yet.
Unfortunately, one of our members isn't far enough into the end.
Whoa, come on.
But it's a Skypea thing. It's basically the guy you see in the picture. Like it's the Skypea boys versus, I guess, Skypea's version of Native Americans.
Oh damn! So wait! Is that why? Because I'm on the episode where Connie's gets saved by that knight dude. Is he a part of them?
Oh man.
The knight isn't Conus's. Or wait, no. Conus.
Yeah.
No. The knight dude isn't. He's just the.
Bro, we haven't even gotten him as a card.
We haven't. I don't think.
Bro.
What's his name?
I think there might be like a common or uncommon.
Like of just him, but not like while he's a knight. If there is, I'm I'm switching,
Yeah.
bro. I like Sandorian Warriors were like the best.
Yeah, I think Wiper.
Is that Tiki looking dude that shoots those rockets?
Yeah.
That glides on the water, bro. He
Yeah.
hates a nail, bro. He was heated.
And they'll
He
took your
was.
land, bro.
Nah, that's
and
crazy.
a black yellow leader.
Oh, that would be crazy. With those, like cost mining thing or something.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
A little sidetrack.
Nah.
Yeah.
We got the last color, which is what we started with, which is Mr. Hody Jones.
Oh, look at that! Look at that ugly, cool art, bro. That's crazy.
Cody Jones is annoying.
He is very annoying.
But I don't think he's restricted or ban worthy. It's like
Definitely.
you're kind of playing this at the end when you need to push for game or something.
True.
Because like it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like if your opponent's been taken away at your life and you play this, you're kind of next turn if you don't either remove their board or put them or finish them, you're kind of in a worse position because you had to take that life to rest two characters. So I don't think he's restricted.
He's kind of like a game finisher.
Yeah, I don't think he's restricted or ban worthy.
Yeah, definitely not.
I think it's just another really good green card that green needs to get back in the game.
For sure.
But later we don't know with other leaders.
They're only tripping about him, bro, because of Yamato.
Yeah, Yamato is the one that takes the most advantage of this because of the fact that she has double attack, and this guy can just rest two, no matter what their cost is, two bodies.
Bro, 2 bodies. That in itself is cooked. 2 bodies. No, the only thing you had to do is take a life. That's it. You take a life, and like you said, if you play him at the wrong time, you're cooked. If you play him at the right time, you're cooking. Like, bro, like it's RNG, bro. It's RNG. Back to the same thing we've been talking about. This game is just RNG, bro. And but overall, bro, this has been one of the best card games I've ever played, personally, other than Digimon until we're not gonna speak on that, but yeah.
Losing.
Oh yeah, bro. Fucking blue. I hate it, bro. Blue in most cards, like I've only played 2 Bandai games. Digimon and this one. Blue is annoying. Yellow, all it does is heal. Both games, all it does is heal, bro. All it does is like stun you and not let you play the game, bro. Because it's either clearing your board or stunning your shit, bro. Like it's crazy. It is what it is, though. But One Piece is amazing. I can tell you that right now. And this is going to be a great game for a long time as long as Bandai listens to its people, which they kind of somewhat are, giving us quote-unquote reprinted sets, listening to the players about ban lists, like when they reverted the ban list, because they definitely did try to kill Red, and that was not the way to go when they did that. So it's looking bright. But let's hope that after Worlds, if there is a ban and restricted list, that they do it in a great manner that makes everyone happy, man. So let's just hope that that it gets on that. I don't really have too much else to say. I think our ban and restricted list is pretty good. Definitely, if there's any cards that we missed that you think are really annoying, should be banned, or anything, definitely put it in the comments below and let us know if you think our ban/restricted list was trash or not trash. We'd love the feedback and we would appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like and a follow. But before I sign off, I just want to get some last little things out for my team to make sure that they're comfortable with our ban lists. Do y'all have any last things?
Avocado?
Nah, I'm good. I think we came to a great agreement and discussion, but like you said, if anyone has a different opinion, which everyone's entitled to, make sure you drop it in the comments. Let us know.
Oh yeah, Sergio.
Nah, I think I pretty much agree with most of the choices that we made. Yeah, even Rebecca, bro. Like, even as a Sakazuki, like I know I'm a Sakazuki player, but Rebecca is gonna be a huge problem. Like she needs to be banned.
Too much zombie fight going on here with Gecko, bro.
Yeah, Gecko is if you want to blame anyone, blame Gecko.
Blame character Gecko. Let's be
Yeah.
exact. Character Gecko, not the
Yeah.
leader. Character.
But I look forward to playing my
OP6?
Corona in OP6.
Oh yeah.
Hey
I'm
yo.
gonna experiment with that green black.
Oh yeah.
Hey yo. Resting and KOing.
Hey, oh, but yeah, I think yeah, I've had a lot of fun with Bandai games. I played 3 so far myself. I played the original Dragon Ball Super game when it was out for a while. It doesn't really play like the games that are out right now, and it's soon not gonna be played a lot because the Fusion World is coming out.
Yeah.
But
That's gonna be a
Bandai,
fun card game too.
the
And
the one issue that I have seen that Bandai has is some of their games don't stick because they don't have because they do ban lists instead of when I think they should be doing rotations because the reason that the Dragon Ball Super card game died, I feel, is it was like on set 2022 or something. It was like set 20 plus. Uh, they had a ban list, but like some of the older cards were still being played, and it was like impossible to get your hands on that product. Uh, Cards were like expensive, like too expensive for anybody to want to play the game. And then Bandai was like, okay, well we'll just reprint the shit out of these cards, and then the market just plummeted.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I think in the
it
future,
kind of feels like that's where One Piece is heading, the way you're making it seem, and I hope not.
yeah, it is. But at the end of the day, it's a Bandai thing, and I think they should do rotations, even though like a lot of people don't like the Pokemon rotations because they're like, oh well, this card that I had and I spent a lot of money on is no longer playable in the format because it's rotated out. But I mean, I'd rather that than the game completely die. You know.
That's fair.
Yep, that is fair.
That's all I wanted to say with my experience with Bandai games.
All right. Last call. Anything? No?
Nah.
All right. Well, it's been a good time with everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our video. Again, my name is Rayvon, aka Yumi. This is my boy Avocado and my boy Sergio. These are my two right-hand mans. We'll definitely bring out another video with all of our members. It's not just us, so stay tuned for that video. I'm very excited to announce my full team for now before not my team, our team. I gotta correct myself on that because this is not a one-person thing. This is a group team effort. But definitely we're gonna pump out more videos for y'all, and definitely, again, I know I've said it a couple times already, we've all said it a couple times, if you have any comments, put it down below. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and just post this everywhere just so we can get out there. But it's been a fun time, and I appreciate everyone. Y'all have a good day. Peace.